Hello everyone, welcome back to TCG Rhetoric. I know I said in my last video that I would be slowing down the purchases, and that's still true. But one of the reasons I was slowing it down is I kind of was just buying at a steady pace, whether I found a good deal or not. I don't think I was overpaying for anything, but I also was willing to, pay market price for a card to just be adding to my collection. And I want to slow that down at the moment and really just look for good deals, because the bear market of all collectibles and vintage, but particularly with Magic, is in full swing, and I don't want to overpay if I don't have to. But I did recently make this purchase, and it's a good one because it's near mint, adding to the Alpha collection. But I want to say thank you to, I've gotten about 10 new subs since the last video. Thank you so much for subscribing. Help me reach my goal of getting to 500. I really appreciate it. This purchase was actually, and this is kind of an interesting purchase in that it is not from one of the official apps in China. You've got Taobao, that's like the Amazon, and then you've got Xianyu, which is kind of like eBay. I've made purchases off of both of them. This one actually came from a WeChat group, and I guess for those in America or Europe, not in China, you could think of WeChat a little bit like Facebook. It's way more than that. It's like a super app, everything app. It's what Elon Musk wants Twitter to be. But you can think of it like a group is kind of like a Facebook marketplace. I think there's a lot of selling that goes on in the US for Magic cards there. And, I was kind of wary about this because there really is no recourse if you get scammed. There is reputation, and everyone in the WeChat group kind of knows each other. And of course, if they care to know, they're going to hurt their reputation if they want to sell again in the future. So that matters a lot. But being a newcomer to the space, or even if you're not, you kind of have to put a leap of faith a little bit, ultimately, to make any purchases off of there. So, but I vetted this guy, and we negotiated a little bit, and eventually I saw he made a post on Xianyu. He had some background and some previous sales, so I thought it was okay. Now, this card I'm opening is a common card from Alpha, Red Elemental Blast. But as you'll see, one of the reasons why I wanted to get it is the quality is fantastic. I mean, this looks very near mint. I mean, there was this mark here on the bottom that messes up, this little water stain mark that really messes it up from being like a highly graded card. But as you can see, it is definitely, I would definitely describe it as near mint, even despite that. And look at that. I mean, you see the lip, so it's obviously not a cut card. I mean, this is a beautiful Alpha common. So I definitely wanted to add it to the collection. And the commons in Alpha, don't be deceived by the word common. I did a video recently about basic lands. Are they actually rare from Alpha? And what I meant by that is, how many are there actually? And with Alpha commons like this, there were a little less than 16,000 printed in total, and that's it. And given that they were taken right out of the pack and played most of the time, wear and tear estimates are probably that it's closer to 8,000 of them are left. And how many of those are near mint like this? I mean, even if we're being optimistic, I'd say 4,000. You got to remember, this first edition, limited edition Alpha, was sold out within 3 months of whenever they were first created. And then they made the beta edition. So, part of buying these collectibles or any collectibles is there's a history dividend. It doesn't matter that this card technically isn't on the reserve list. Now, there's a lot of reasons why they wouldn't reprint this card. It's just balance-wise, one red for such a powerful effect. They don't like to do color hosers as much anymore. So there's a lot of reasons why they're not going to reprint this card in a standard legal set, even a modern legal set. There has been, I think, special printings and like secret layers and stuff like that. But this old art, old style, this authentic, there are probably 4,000 of these left in the world. That's it. And it's only going to go down over time. There's just going to be more attrition. Now, the attrition will be slower, but there's only going to be attrition. And part of what you pay for that history dividend is over time, they're just going to become more and more rare. This is an absolutely beautiful red elemental blast. Very happy to add it to the collection. Thanks again to everyone that subscribed. I'm working on some new types of videos. Hopefully you'll like them. Really appreciate it. If you like this sort of thing and you know someone else who likes it, please share with them. Help me get to my goal of 500, and I will see you in the future.